Steve, thanks for that. The Republican race for president continues to heat up. Mitt Romney had a big win in New Hampshire last night. Ron Paul came in with a strong second-place showing. But remember, this is a primary. Candidates are trying to pick up delegates in each state in order to become the GOP nominee. So, is there a confusion over how many delegates each of the candidates has thus far? There is. I explain in tonight's Reality Check. A number of people have been asking me online to explain where the candidates stand on delegates, largely because everywhere you look, different numbers are being reported, from CNN to Fox News, even the AP. So what is correct and what is not? Tonight, the truth in the numbers. Let's begin with what the candidates need. 2,286 delegates are slated to go to the party's national convention. In order to win the Republican nomination for president, a candidate needs to have 1,144 delegate votes at the convention in Tampa.
We won, and I believe we did win in Iowa, because when you come within 8 votes of someone who's outspent you about 100 to 1, you won.
Let's start with Iowa. Mitt Romney won the Iowa caucus by 8 votes over Rick Santorum. Ron Paul was a close third. So how were those delegates awarded? According to the Huffington Post, Fox News, and the Associated Press, Iowa had 25 delegates to award. Romney won 13, and Santorum, they say, 12. Ron Paul, they said, didn't win in each of the state's 4 congressional districts, therefore wasn't eligible for any delegates. CNN disagreed and put the totals like this: 7 delegates for Romney, 7 for Santorum, 7 for Ron Paul. Those are probably the numbers you've seen reported. And all of it is wrong. So who do they go to? Well, so far, nobody. Iowa has what are called soft delegates. That means those delegates can vote for whomever they choose. They are not bound to the winner of the caucus, the second place winner, the third place, etc. So before last night, the actual number of assigned delegates was 0. We won't know who those delegates vote for until the convention. So what about New Hampshire?
The president has run out of ideas. Now he's running out of excuses.
There's no way they're going to stop the momentum that we have started.
New Hampshire also moved up its primary. Instead of having their usual 24 delegates this year, it only has 12. Last night, Romney took 39% of the vote. He now has 7 hard delegates. Those are his. Ron Paul took 24% of the vote and was awarded 3 hard delegates. And finally, John Huntsman finished with 17% of the vote and was awarded 2. And as long as we're on the subject, let me go ahead and brief you on how South Carolina will work. Already today, the AP is reporting that South Carolina is a winner-take-all state. That's not quite true. South Carolina was also penalized for moving up their primary. Instead of the usual 50 delegates, they will have only 25 to award. Now, South Carolina is sort of a winner-take-all. The overall winner will get 11 delegates, but the other 14 delegates are awarded to whoever wins each congressional district. So yes, if a candidate sweeps every congressional district, then they get all the delegates. If not, they receive 2 delegates per congressional district. So here's what you need to know. Usually Republican primary races don't drag on, but this one just might. 2 words for you: Super Tuesday. Here in Ohio, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Vermont, and Virginia, these are all winner-take-all states, unless a candidate doesn't get 50% of the vote. In that case, the delegates are awarded by congressional district. And that means the more candidates that stay in this race, the longer the primary fight will likely go. And that is Reality Check. So again, if you're keeping score at home, that's 7 delegates that we know go to Romney, 3 to Paul, 2 to Huntsman. Just one note here on the end. I told you that the Iowa delegates are not bound to vote for the caucus winner. Who they will vote for, in fact, remains to be seen, but I can tell you that just tonight I've heard from 7 delegates who tell me they're not planning to vote for Governor Romney or Rick Santorum when they get to Tampa. These are Iowa delegates. They're planning to cast their vote for Congressman Paul. And so, the plot thickens. If you'd like to make your voice heard on the story, you can head over to my Facebook page. You can find it so easily. Just look for facebook.com/Ben Swann Reality Check.